Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Horizon 5 new update, which is the update number 6. And this update is going to be about the community, and they're going to give us like new props in event labs, and we are now going to be able to put filters on Horizon open races, and also they're going to give us a new Horizon story and many new cars. So without further ado, let's begin this video. We're going to start up by order, in which we're going to be able to unlock things. The update launches on March 29th, which is next Tuesday, and in that day we're going to be able to download the update and play it. I say play it because the rest of the update starts on the Thursday, March 31st. However, there's going to be one thing that we're going to be able to play on the Tuesday, which is the new Horizon story, in which we're going to be drifting cars around, and this new Horizon story is called Drift Club Mexico. And well, this is a story that we previously had in other games. This story comes back from Horizon 4, and in this, well, as I previously said, in this Horizon story, we're going to be able to drift cars. In each chapter, we're going to change them, and it also unlocks one new car, which is the Mustang 1400 Mach-E. And well, this car is a race version of the Mustang Mach-E, and is primarily built for stunts and drifting. However, the developers say that the car produces a lot of downforce, so maybe we can create a race version of the car, which I do not think is going to be crazy to see, as it has 1400 horsepower, which is a lot, and more specifically for any kind of car. And this car also includes one special ability, and it is that we're now going to be able to choose if we are going to use permanently all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. So there are some cars in real life that have this option, in which you are able to change the traction of the car. And for example, one car that we have in the game also is the BMW M5 from 2020. That car has the option to choose between all-wheel drive or full rear-wheel drive, and that makes the car behave in different ways, which is one very cool thing to see. And it is also very cool that we're going to be able to do this in the game. However, I do not think that other cars will have it. I only think that the car that is going to have it at launch is going to be the Mustang Mach-E. So we have to wait and see. And also, you're going to be able to unlock this Mustang Mach-E by completing the Horizon Drift Club Mexico story. And by the end of the story, you're going to be able to drive this car. So moving on, now we're going to talk about the cars that you're going to be able to unlock. So let's start up with the first car that we're going to be able to unlock from March 31st to April 6th, which is going to be the Ascari KS1R, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the car. So this car is a very good handled car. It's a mid-engine sports car. And well, this is a vehicle made in Italy, and it is also powered by a 5-liter V8 engine from BMW. Moving on, the next car that we're going to be able to unlock in the Horizon playlist is going to be the McLaren 675 LT, which is a brand new addition to the saga. I forgot to mention, but the Ascari was also in previous games, like in Horizon 1 and Horizon 4, and also Motorsport 4. So it is not a new car, however, the McLaren, it is a new car. And well, this car is like the more extreme version of the McLaren 720S. It has a little bit more horsepower, and it also produces a little bit more downforce, and it also reduces the weight by a lot. And this car is going to be able to unlock by getting 20 points in the second season of this update. The third car that we're going to be able to unlock from 14 to the 20th of April is going to be the ATS GT. This car is like a rebodied McLaren 650S. We had the car in Forza Horizon 4, and now it's moving on to Forza Horizon 5. And well, this car is also made by ex-workers from Ferrari, which is a lot of things put together, to call it in a way. It is nice looking actually. It looks like McLaren GT also, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about this car. There's not plenty I know about this car because it is a very unrecognized car. So that's the reason why I don't have much to say about it. So let's move on. And the fourth car that we're going to be able to unlock for free is going to be the McLaren 650S Spider, which we're going to be able to unlock from the 21st to the 27th of April. And well, this car is the convertible version of the McLaren 650S that we have in the game, which makes it very saturated about McLarens. I am really sad that we haven't even seen the McLaren 675 LT, which is like the special version of the McLaren 650, and we're getting like this kind of version instead, which is actually the same engine, the same performance. However, it is convertible. I will rather see like the convertible version of the McLaren 675 LT if we didn't get the coupe version. But that's what the developers are giving us, and what else can we do now? This car is also returning from Horizon 4. However, now we are going to be able to put the roof down while we are driving it around. Let's move on with the Carpass cars. For starters, we have the 1966 Oldsmobile Tornado, which is a very nice looking car, and it is another muscle car now, until you realize that the car is front wheel drive, and it is also powered by a 7-liter V8, which makes absolutely no sense, as you will never think about a muscle car that is front wheel drive, and whenever you think about a front wheel drive car, you think a car that is powered by a 4-cylinder engine, or in some cases a 6-cylinder engine. However, this vehicle takes everything that we know and throws out and shocks us in a really good way, because a 7-liter V8 and front wheel drive is something that we do not see every day, and I cannot wait to see how this car drives. And this car is going to be available from March 31st, if I'm not mistaken. It's the first Thursday. So let's move on with the next car. The next car is going to be the McLaren 620R. Another surprise, another McLaren. And this car is going to be available from April 7, if I'm not mistaken. The next Thursday, yeah. April 7th is going to be the day you're going to be able to unlock this car. So the McLaren 620R is based on the McLaren 570 GT4, which is the race version of the McLaren 570. However, this car is actually street legal, and it has a little bit more horsepower, because in GT4 class you are limited to around 500 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. And however, this car has now 610, which makes it a little bit faster, I guess. And it also has the body kit of a GT4, which helps a lot in the downforce. So let's move on to the next car, which is going to be the Mini Cooper John Cooper GP. And well, this car is the most extreme version of the Mini Cooper, in a way. However, I do not seem to think that this car is very extreme, actually, as it only has 300 horsepower, which isn't a lot actually, as this car launches on 2020. And for comparison, the Focus RS, which is kind of a competitor of this car, has 350 horsepower, and this Mini Cooper only produces 300, which is very shocking. The Mini Cooper weighs a little bit less. However, I do not think that the power is enough for this car, but we shall see if it has some really good customization. And this car is going to be available from April 14th. Moving on, for the final car of the car pass, we have the Porsche 911 Speedster from 2019 or 2018, something like that. And well, this is the Speedster version of the previous 911 generation. And well, what can we say about this car? Well, this car has the components of a 911 GT3. It has the same performance. However, the car is now looking better, because as the Speedster is one of the most beautiful shapes from a Porsche. And you can see that the car is convertible. However, you can put the top up, but I would not recommend that, as the Speedster version is way more beautiful when you do not have the roof, as a roof ruins the looks of the car. And also the Speedster has a specific feature, which is a lower windscreen in order to maintain that beautiful shape. So let's move on with another features that we're going to be getting on this update. We're going to start with event labs, in which we're going to be able to now get paved roads, which are going to help us to create tracks and also roads even. And also we're going to get concrete walls, which are going to be helpful creations that we make, because previously we only had like those metal walls. And another thing that we're going to be getting, or are going to be, some shipping containers with LEDs around them. And also we're going to be able to now put on filters for Horizon Open races, which is very helpful, as now you're going to be able to choose what kind of car you want to drive. And previously we only got what the game gave us. So now we're going to be able to, if we want to drive an S2 race car, or even the off-road buggy class, we can drive it. So it is now going to be very easy to drive whatever we want, whenever we want. So, and that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the news, and I hope they are helpful for you. And if that's the case, don't forget to leave a like and a subscription, as it will help us a lot to keep on creating this kind of videos for you. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao!